Have you ever found yourself in that peculiar space between sleep and waking, where a face or a name suddenly floods your mind, unbidden, persistent? It's not just a fleeting memory, it's an insistent presence, a feeling that someone is not just in your thoughts, but almost with you. You might dismiss it as a random brain quirk, a leftover from a dream, or simply a person you haven't seen in a while. But what if these moments are more than just coincidence? What if, far from being accidental, they are profound invitations, whispers from a deeper realm of connection and meaning? This isn't just about remembering someone, it's about sensing them, feeling their energetic echo in your own mind. And in a world that often dismisses such experiences as subjective fantasy, we're here to explore the possibility that these aren't random at all. Think of your mind as a vast, complex radio receiver, constantly tuning into various frequencies. Most of the time, it's focused on the local station of your daily life, your to-do list, your immediate concerns, the people right in front of you. But sometimes, just sometimes, in the quietude of dawn or the stillness of a contemplative moment, your receiver seems to pick up a signal from much further afield. A signal from someone you haven't spoken to in years, a friend from childhood, a distant relative, or even a casual acquaintance. Why that person? Why now? Why does their image shimmer so brightly in your inner eye, demanding your attention? We often live on the surface of our conscious minds, navigating the logical, the tangible, the explainable. But beneath that surface lies an immense ocean of the unconscious, a realm where connections are not bound by physical proximity or linear time. It's a place where energy flows freely, where thoughts are not just isolated internal events, but potentially resonant frequencies. And it is in this deep, often unseen world that we find the roots of experiences that feel uncannily meaningful. When someone persistently occupies your thoughts, especially upon waking, it's akin to a subtle energetic signal being transmitted, and your unconscious mind, in its openness, is the first to pick it up. This phenomenon transcends mere memory. Memory is a recall of the past. This is often a fresh, almost immediate sensation. It's like hearing a song that reminds you of someone versus feeling the actual presence of their melody in your soul. This isn't about nostalgia, it's about a vibrant, active connection, a current of energy that seems to flow between two individuals, whether they are aware of it consciously or not. It challenges our linear understanding of reality, suggesting that our inner worlds are far more interconnected than we typically acknowledge. Consider the metaphor of a stone dropped into a still pond. The ripples extend outwards, unseen and unheard by a distant observer, but undeniably present, traveling across the water's surface. Similarly, our thoughts, our emotions, our very being, create energetic ripples. When these ripples intersect, particularly when both individuals are in a state of receptivity, like the open, less guarded state upon waking, a connection can be felt. This isn't mysticism for its own sake, but an exploration of the subtle mechanics of human connection, an ancient wisdom tradition that resonates with modern understandings of quantum physics and the collective unconscious. This journey into the meaning of these vivid thoughts invites us to consider a more expanded view of human experience. It asks us to pause before dismissing these occurrences as mere chance, and instead, to lean into the possibility that they hold significant meaning. Could it be that these thoughts are not just about the other person, but also a reflection of something within us that needs attention? Perhaps a hidden desire for connection, an unresolved emotion, or even an intuitive nudge towards a path you're meant to take. Understanding these moments can unlock a deeper sense of intuition within you. It can help you to trust your inner knowing, to pay attention to the subtle cues that the universe, or more accurately, your own unconscious mind, is sending your way. It's about learning to interpret the language of your soul, which often speaks not in logical sentences, but in feelings, images, and persistent thoughts. Before we delve further into the mechanisms behind these connections, if you've ever experienced this profound sense of someone lingering in your mind, please take a moment to like this video. Your engagement helps us share these transformative insights with more people who are seeking a deeper understanding of life's mysteries. And if you're new here, consider subscribing to join our community of explorers on this journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. Your journey into unraveling these fascinating phenomena has just begun, and the insights we are about to uncover might just change the way you perceive your connections forever. Now that we've established that these persistent thoughts are more than just random occurrences, let's dive deeper into the forces at play. One of the most compelling frameworks for understanding this phenomenon comes from the profound insights of Carl Jung, particularly his concept of synchronicity. Jung describes synchronicity as a meaningful coincidence of two or more events, where something external aligns with an internal state, yet there is no causal link between them. It's not that thinking of someone causes them to call. Rather, both the thought and the call emerge from a deeper, unseen pattern of meaning, like two branches growing from the same hidden root. Imagine the unconscious mind as a vast, interconnected network, an invisible web where all human experiences and potentials reside. This is often referred to as the collective unconscious, a reservoir of universal patterns, symbols, and archetypes shared by all humanity. When you wake up thinking of someone, it's as if a connection point within this web has momentarily illuminated. Perhaps the other person is also thinking of you, or experiencing an emotional state that resonates with something in your own unconscious. This resonance, this alignment of inner states, manifests as that powerful thought. It's not a message being sent directly, but rather a simultaneous tuning in to the same energetic frequency. Consider a practical example. You wake up with a vivid image of an old friend you haven't seen in years. The thought is so strong, it almost feels like a premonition. Later that day, you receive an unexpected email from them, or see a photo of them shared by a mutual acquaintance. The conscious mind might label this as just a coincidence, but from a Jungian perspective, it's a moment of synchronicity, a meaningful alignment that points to a deeper, a causal ordering principle in the universe. These are the subtle nudges that break through the routine of daily life, urging us to pay attention to something beyond the mundane. But it's not always about direct external confirmation. Sometimes, the thought of someone is a mirror reflecting your own internal landscape. Why that person? What does that individual represent to you? Do they embody qualities you admire and wish to cultivate? Do they trigger unresolved emotions or memories? For instance, if you constantly find yourself thinking of a former partner, it might not be a sign they're thinking of you, but rather an indication that there's still an emotional loose end within you, a lesson unlearned, or a need for closure that your unconscious is trying to bring to your awareness. Our thoughts, especially those that surface spontaneously, are rich with symbolic meaning. They are not merely random data points. They are often messages from our deeper selves, attempting to guide us, to heal us, or to bring something important to our conscious attention. When a person appears repeatedly in your thoughts, ask yourself, what emotion does this person evoke in me? What situation or memory do they represent? What aspect of my own life is mirrored in this person's presence in my mind? This self-inquiry transforms a seemingly simple thought into a powerful tool for self-discovery and personal growth. Think of it like this. Your inner world is a complex garden. Sometimes, a specific plant, a thought of a person, blooms unexpectedly. Instead of pulling it out, take a moment to observe it. What does it tell you about the soil of your inner garden? Is it thriving? Does it need nourishment? Or is it a wild seed that has drifted in, bringing with it a potential for new growth or a challenge to existing patterns? This is where the practice of deep psychological reflection comes in, engaging with these thoughts not as external intrusions, but as internal communications. These energetic connections also highlight the concept of the subtle body, or the energetic field that surrounds and permeates each of us. We are not just physical beings. We are fields of energy, constantly interacting and exchanging information at levels beyond our five senses. When someone is strongly connected to us, through shared history, emotional bonds, or even just a strong current of thought, their energetic signature can register within our own field. This can manifest as that persistent thought, a sudden feeling, or even a fleeting image. It's less about telepathy in the conventional sense and more about resonance, like two tuning forks vibrating in sympathy when one is struck. The key is to develop a deeper sense of discernment. How do you tell the difference between a fleeting memory and a meaningful synchronicity? Often, it's the intensity and persistence of the thought, coupled with an undeniable sense of significance. It's that feeling of, there's something more to this. It's not a casual mental wander, it's a magnetic pull. And when these thoughts lead to external validation, a phone call, an encounter, a piece of news, the meaning is undeniable, solidifying the idea that these are not mere accidents. This exploration invites you to cultivate a more conscious relationship with your own mind and the unseen forces at play in your life. It's an invitation to step beyond the purely rational and open yourself to the profound insights that emerge from the intersection of the personal and the collective unconscious. Remember, your thoughts are powerful. They are not just passive reflections of reality. They are active participants in shaping your experience. By understanding the deeper meaning behind why certain individuals surface in your thoughts, you gain a powerful tool for self-awareness, intuition, and navigating the intricate web of human connection. What deep truths are these thoughts trying to unveil for you? Having explored the rich tapestry of synchronicity and energetic connections, we arrive at the profound implications these waking thoughts hold for our personal transformation and daily lives. It's one thing to recognize these occurrences. It's another to actively engage with them to foster growth, deepen relationships, and enhance our intuitive capabilities. These aren't just fascinating phenomena. They are catalysts for a more conscious and connected existence. The final step is to integrate these insights, moving from understanding to action, allowing these subtle signals to guide us toward a more fulfilling path. So, what practical steps can you take when someone persistently occupies your thoughts? First and foremost, cultivate an attitude of mindful observation. Instead of dismissing the thought, pause and acknowledge it. Allow yourself to feel the accompanying emotions without judgment. Are you feeling a sense of warmth, longing, anxiety, or curiosity? These emotional undertones are crucial clues to the nature of the connection. This initial pause creates a space for deeper insight, preventing the thought from merely passing by unnoticed. Next, engage in reflective questioning. Ask yourself, why this person right now? What message might this thought hold for me? Is there something I need to address, either within myself or in relation to this person? This isn't about blaming or overthinking, but about gentle inquiry. Sometimes, the thought of someone might signify an unfulfilled desire for connection, prompting you to reach out. Other times, it might highlight an unresolved conflict, encouraging you to seek inner peace or even external reconciliation. The answer will often emerge not from logical deduction, but from an intuitive knowing that arises when you create the space for it. Consider integrating a practice of journaling around these experiences. When a particular person comes to mind, jot down their name, the circumstances, e.g., woke up thinking of, any emotions associated with it, and any subsequent events that might be linked. Over time, you might begin to notice patterns, recurring themes, or even developing intuitions. This journaling practice serves as a tangible record of your inner world and its connection to the outer, helping to validate your experiences and strengthen your trust in your own intuition. It transforms abstract feelings into concrete data for self-discovery. Another powerful approach is to visualize sending positive energy to the person you're thinking of. Even if the thought is tied to unresolved issues, directing intentions of well-being, healing, or peace can be profoundly beneficial, both for them and for you. This isn't about manipulation, but about consciously engaging with the energetic connection in a constructive way. It shifts your focus from passive reception to active participation, transforming a potentially unsettling experience into an act of compassion and energetic alignment. Remember that these thoughts are not always about external action. Often, they are internal guides, pointing to aspects of your own psyche that require attention. If you repeatedly think of someone who embodies courage, perhaps your unconscious is urging you to tap into your own inner strength. If you think of someone who triggered pain, it might be an invitation to process and release old wounds. The person in your thoughts acts as a symbolic gateway to a deeper understanding of your own needs, desires, and areas for growth. Embracing these non-accidental thoughts fosters a heightened sense of awareness and intuition in your daily life. You begin to see the subtle synchronicities, the meaningful patterns that weave through your existence, guiding you towards greater purpose and connection. It cultivates a sense of wonder and curiosity about the unseen dimensions of reality, moving you beyond a purely materialist worldview to one that acknowledges the profound interconnectedness of all things. The journey of transformation begins with acknowledging these whispers from the unconscious. It starts with trusting that those persistent thoughts are not random static, but meaningful signals. By actively engaging with them through mindful observation, reflective questioning, journaling, and intentional energy direction, you unlock a powerful pathway to self-discovery, emotional healing, and enhanced intuition. These moments are gifts, invitations to explore the deeper currents of life and to connect more authentically with yourself and with others. So, the next time someone wakes up in your thoughts, resist the urge to dismiss it. Instead, take a moment. Breathe. Listen. What is your inner world trying to tell you? What lesson is waiting to be learned? What connection is waiting to be honored? By paying attention, you don't just understand a phenomenon, you step into a more empowered, intuitive, and deeply connected way of living. Embrace these signs, for they are signposts on your unique path of transformation. If this exploration has resonated with you, if it has sparked a new way of looking at these profound experiences, please remember to like this video. Your support helps us to continue bringing these deep psychological and spiritual insights to a wider audience. Share your own experiences and interpretations in the comments below. Your stories enrich our collective understanding. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel for more journeys into the depths of consciousness and the mysteries of human experience. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep trusting the profound wisdom that emerges when you truly listen to the whispers of your soul.